Ya van días y varias semanas.
He hasn't given no response, and it's been days and it's been weeks, and yeah. Good thing, Sarah, this canyon right here.
It's absolutely incredible. I haven't been to Tijuana in a lot of years, and seeing how wide open it is. I mean, I don't know if you could turn the camera around and show everyone just how wide open it is. It's incredible.
A couple of questions. So. Rashida, what is your opinion on the massive child trafficking that is happening? Y espero logren su objetivo de la justicia a su país. Luchen por su país. Say the basically fight for your country. Están bloqueando el acceso. ¡Viva! La Policía Federal o la autoridad nos está deteniendo el acceso y nos está deteniendo el paso para poder cruzar hacia el Zócalo, señores. How's everybody doing? Good morning to everybody on the West Coast. It's 10:28 in the morning. God bless everybody that is watching. God bless our country of Mexico, our city of Tijuana, and God bless the United States of America. Let's thank God for giving us 2 legs, 2 arms, a mind that we can think, a heart that we can feel, and eyes that we can see. And God bless all the countries that they're going through socialism and communism and dictatorship. Save them all, free them all. God bless every single one of you. Thank you so much for joining in. Give it a like to this video, please. If you give it a like to this video, we can share it, and ultimately it will break those algorithms. So it will help again to ultimately break those algorithms. So give it a like to this video, share this video out. You guys don't even imagine what we got today for you. And it is on Border Network News. It is on Real America's Voice News. Firsthand, you will get it over here. It is nowhere else. And it is just unbelievable, this footage that we are about to present to you guys. We have so much news on this morning. So much news on this morning. First and foremost, you know, we have... Well, let me go step by step. So I want to say thank you to every single one of you. Buy Me a Coffee is on the top link. If you guys like to contribute to our independent reporting, it's not only for that, it's just travel fun. So we're going to be traveling soon to a big, gigantic trip to Central America. And it is going to be huge. So thank you so much for your contributions. It helps us keep on going. As you guys know, before I present this video, and I will put it right here on the screen for you guys just to imagine yourself, what am I going to be talking about right now? And it is so sad to see this. Before I press play, you guys are going to be shocked at this video. This video, it is a camera from Chiapa del Corzo toll road, where you actually pay It's exactly what in the United States when toll roads. Caseta de pago. And this actually shows the tractor trailer where it was transporting 166 migrants. That they had a horrific, tragic accident, which was world news. 55 of them lost their lives. A lot of them they were injured, and it was just a tragedy. How the migrants, what they go through just to get to, now it is known in the world like the promised land, that is the United States of America. After this video, before I press play, I would like to say something. And this is on my own perception. This is what Mexicans we have gone through all our lives. Corruption. Corruption, it is just an everyday situation. I have asked this question before, and I ask it in Spanish first, and then I ask it in English. And you can answer it yourself. And when I see that answer, I will tell you which is the problem. I always say, does corruption make you corrupt, or by you being corrupt makes you do corruption? That question I ask it in Spanish, ¿la corrupción hace el corrupto o el corrupto a la corrupción? When you analyze that question, you will understand when you are wrong. I always ask that question, and a lot of people say, oh, no, it's corruption. It makes you corrupt. And other people say, no, the corrupt makes the corruption, because without the corrupt, there will be no corruption. The problem is on that question, and it's none of the two. The answer correct for that question, it is the word corruption. It exists on two questions. It should not be existing. That is the answer. That we have that word in our vocabulary, and it is an actual fact and a way of life for a lot of people. And it is just so bad that a lot of the people in the U.S. are comparing their corruption to Mexico's. For God's sake, don't even get there. This happened. This is an actual video of the toll road. Before they had the accident. Just put attention to this video. And you will see different clips of the tractor trailer. And I will pause and I will say, look to the left. And as you will see the tractor trailer arriving to the toll road, you will see on the left side a unit from the border agents of Mexico accompanying the tractor trailer. It is so sad that all the inspection points were released, were not inspection, because of the humongous smuggling scheme, the multi-million-dollar scheme that exists with traffickers and smugglers in our country of Mexico, and ultimately in the north borders, that is profiting. And there's a lot of corruption with border agents in Mexico. And not only that, don't get your feelings hurt, but a lot of border agents in the United States of America are involved in this humongous, tremendous, worldwide business that is the refugee and asylum seeking trafficking. It is just horrible. Look at this video. I will play the video and I will pause. You will see on your right side, you will see two vehicles, white vehicles. You will see another one in the middle. All the way to the right, you will see number 1 on the top, number 2, number 3, and number 4, right? Let me press the video. Press play on the video, and I will pause when you will see when the tractor trailer it is arriving. You will see pause right there. You see this unit all the way to the back, all the way coming in. Do you see that unit? From the opposite side, you will see a unit coming in, a white unit. right there where number 3 is at on the bottom, you will see a unit right there coming in. That is a an Institute National of Immigration border unit. Look how this miraculously, how this happens. You will see that border unit coming in. It goes in with what? Do you see this tractor trailer right here? Do you see it? All the way to the left side. That is the trailer where the migrants were at, inside of this trailer. What in the world? It is a unit from the Border Agency of Mexico doing on the same particular time accompanying a tractor trailer. Who would ever thought that inside of that trailer were 166 souls, where 55 of them lost their lives? Do you see how video and truth comes to light with these gigantic businesses? So you will see right here on this video, the tractor trailer, it is approaching. On number 4, you will see the entrance on the opposite side, and that is the trailer where the 166 souls were coming in. Now, you will get another video right here. You see it all the way to the left. And in the middle, you will see the unit of the border agents. On the opposite side, you will see the other cars coming in, going west to Tapachula. The tractor trailer awaits. You will see a car that passes by on number 4. The pen closes. What happened right here? Hold on. Look what happens right here. The pen closes right there. And they're waiting for it to open. And you will wait. As the moment, you will see this from the other side. What is this all the way to the top? This is a border agent unit. And on the back, you will see the tractor trailer right there. The border agent goes a little bit further, and then the tractor trailer moves to the front. Here it comes, another one. As soon as, look at this, how corrupt it is. So one already pulled to the front, and then you will see another one coming in. As soon as this unit of the border agent, look at this, man. Who is complicit in all these crimes? I'm not pointing the fingers. I'm just saying justice needs to be done, as these inspection points, they are all corrupt. They are all corrupt. Look at this. This is the unit where all the 55 migrants were in, and you approach, there is a border agent unit approaching the tractor trailer, and as soon as the border agent unit approaches, look how the tractor trailer starts moving. It's like he was waiting to give the instruction to the toll road to open it and to move forward, to wait for him. Look at this. And as soon as he sees it, he starts moving. Look. And as they start moving, you will see from the opposite side also that he is waiting right here. It is so sad. This is so sad, because now you see how the humongous corruption that exists with smuggling, with trafficking, and how migrants are a currency for all these organizations, man. It's a humongous business. It's a huge business. And this is the video right here. As the tractor trailer enters the toll road on the left, all the way to the left side, that is the one that it was with the accident, enters on the toll road, and you will see right here the border agent vehicle entering also. Wow. Holy cow. Whoo! 55 people died because of this corruption. 55 migrants died. And 55 migrants died because, number one, there's a lot of corruption in Mexico. The Mexican president is complicit. And all the people that they're saying that they're fixing this crisis, which is a crisis, but they're not fixing it. Not only that, the one that is aiding for this to continue, and for the one that, put it out there to the world that it was going to create a better pathway for migrants, and it was Joe Biden. This shows you, this is clear evidence for all the victims that, sadly, the Institute National of Immigration, it is complicit right now on this massive evidence. This is the trailer. At this particular point, nobody already passed away. Nobody had died. They were all alive. And you will see how the tractor trailer goes in. And immediately you will see the border agent coming in as they were being escorted through every inspection point. Escorted to every inspection point. So what in the hell is this? Let me just ask a question. Why you put so many inspection points? Why you put so many inspection points when those inspection points, they are to detain the migrants when they're walking, but you don't detain them when they are in a bus? Right? That is what it clearly shows. And I will show a cartoon image that it was brought to my attention because this is all the journalists from Tapachula. They know what is going on. As after I shown you this evidence, wow, man, this evidence is just incredible. After I just shown you this evidence, and we will go to the next topic because there's a lot of topics, people, that we need to talk about today. Let me show you this cartoon image right here that it was brought to us. And this cartoon image, clearly it shows why it is a huge corruption. Do you see that? There's a caravan right there of people, right? There's a caravan of people right here in the back. And there's the Institute National Immigration officer holding a loudspeaker with the National Guard, and you will see a bus or truck driver just kicking back right there. And the Institute National Immigration says, stop. You cannot cross. But the gentleman over here can help you. You see how this image has a lot to say on how this enormous corruption, it is happening in our country. How people and migrants are losing their lives because this irregular migration, this globalist compact of immigration, that it was created and people are losing their lives and nobody's being held accountable for these crimes. People are migrating through this kind of circumstances. They shouldn't be doing this kind of stuff. They should be migrating in a safe way, correctly, documented, peacefully, legally. But you have all these kind of circumstances. And this happens. Clear video, man. I will put that video of the one that we just put about the truck driver coming in. It's just unbelievable, the enormous corruption that exists. And sadly, now let's see what the Institute National Immigration says. Later on, they are practically, they're going to be questioned. The Institute National Immigration is going to be questioned about this. And let's see what their response is. What are you going to say? That it was just a coincidence, that it was another unit, a border unit on the side of that particular tractor trailer? That's what you're going to say? A lot of people are asking about the driver. The driver particularly escaped as he encountered the crash. I believe that he's wounded, but he escaped. Give it a like to this video. Like this video, share this video out for people that are watching. Now, in international news, a sheikh, worldwide known, he arrived to the south border of Tapachula. His name is Sheikh Esref Efendi. This is the man. Sheikh Esref Efendi, he won the Nelson Mandela International News. This is happening right now in Tapachula. He is located on the south border of Tapachula. So let me read a little bit about him so people can Google him. This is his actual name. Let me put it right here. For people people want to go and Google him. This is his name. Sheikh Esref Efendi. And this is what actually he is about. For people to understand what he is and what he stands for, or who is he, right? It's a huge repertoire that he has. He won the Nelson Mandela Award on 2019 for, this was given to him in the Luxembourg Parliament for his work in favor of immigrants from Syria and from Bangladesh, and also for the minorities, residents of Kashmir, where he works for solutions of peace in the province of India. That's he won the Nelson Mandela Award in 2019. Again, he is a leader, a spiritual leader dedicated to service of the Master Sheikh Mohammed Adil Al-Rabani and Allah. With the initiative to surface the peace, he obtained the recognition to support vulnerable communities of Palestine, India, and groups of foreign groups in Colombia. He also helps vulnerable groups economically and spiritually. He demonstrates his liable labor to construction of water supplies, and also refugee camps in Bangladesh. Also, he represents a Lama tradition in Tariqa Naqshbandi, which is the first of most important of Sufi in the world. In Bosnia, during the ex-war Yugoslavia, Sheikh Esref Efendi delivered supplies and support to the survey from Serbia to Bosnia, where he helped those communities. During the conflicted, situations between Palestine and Israel, the Sheikh demonstrated that there's still a formula of peace, that it can cohabit with all the prophets of, we can cohabit, and we all know that we are from Abraham. That's what it says. In Mexico right now, he plans to reunite with presidents of the Commission of Asia in Mexico in the people that they're involved in the directive table of the Senate, and a lot of people in politics. He wants to sit down with the Secretary of Exterior Relations, and also with the attention of migrants coming in from the Triangle of the North that comprehends Guatemala, El Salvador, and also Honduras. Sheikh Esref Efendi transmits Islam in a way that honors the beliefs and the reasons to be invited to government states as Guerrero, Hidalgo, Veracruz, and Tamaulipas, where he will be doing conferences of peace, interreligion, and gender. And this last subject women should not, and he said women should not be treated in distortion in the Occident. The objective is to help also straighten the interchange of knowledge between Mexican women and women Sufi Muslims and other aspects of major interest. Sheikh Esref Efendi says that he is coming for a cause of peace and hope that this transcends and multiplies between senators and congresspeople. This is Chief Esref Efendi as he visited, and our own correspondent Jose Cheche Torres, he did an interview with him, and he asked this really particular question. How does he feel that in the United States of America, there is this idea and there is this ideology that migrants from Yemen and Iran and migrants from Syria are being discriminated in the United States of America? And this is what he responds. He asked this direct question. Jose was really direct with this question. And this is a humongous public figure of peace that arrived because he won the Nelson Mandela Award. He arrived to the south border, and this is what he said regarding that question.
Gente de Yemen, Irán,
Auch Leute, die kommen aus Yemen und Iran bis hier.
que están denunciando discriminación en Estados Unidos. Él considera que hay discriminación del gobierno de Estados Unidos a la gente que está llegando a la frontera.
Jose asks, there are people from Iran and Yemen that they're saying as soon as they arrive to the border that they are being discriminated, migrants. Do you consider that the United States is discriminating migrants from Iran and from Yemen? Really direct question. Really direct question. And he says this.
Aber da gibt es ja Diskrimination für diese Leute von diesen arabischen Ländern. Denken Sie, dass die USA diskriminieren die Leute mit diesem Problem von den Migranten?
Das ist, darüber müssen sich die USA Sorgen machen.
Los Estados Unidos mismos tienen que preocuparse con este problema.
The United States, and he responds this after the question. The United States themselves need to worry about this problem.
Wenn ich in den USA bin,
Si yo cuando estoy en los Estados Unidos,
werde ich auch Ihnen etwas sagen.
When I arrive to the United States of America, I will speak to the people in charge of the United States of America regarding this problem.
voy a hablar con ellos también sobre
Aber
este
hier,
tema.
jetzt Mexiko,
Pero aquí en
möchten wir das Problem lösen.
Queremos solucionar primero el problema aquí en México.
But first, we got to fix the problem right here in Mexico. That's the place that we are located at. We need to fix the problem right here in Mexico.
Interessiert USA, was hier passiert?
¿Interesa a los Estados Unidos lo que pasa aquí?
Nein.
Do you think that the United States worries about what is happening in Mexico right here?
No.
No, they don't worry about what is happening to the people over here.
Interessiert uns, was in den USA passiert, auch nicht.
Pues no nos interesa lo que pasa en los Estados Unidos.
So if they don't worry what is going on over here, why should we worry about what is going on in the United States?
Aber wir können schon eine Lösung sagen.
Pero podemos dar una solución.
But we can give a solution.
Wir sollen lassen andere Leute in Ruhe, andere Länder.
Tienen que dejar los otros países en paz.
Dass sie
That the migrants should travel to other countries in peace,
in Frieden leben
Para
können.
que cada país pueda vivir en paz.
Damit
so everybody can live at peace in every country.
es keine Flüchtlinge gibt.
Para que no hay ningún refugiados.
Aus
So
Syrien,
there will be no refugees, there will be no asylum seekers. Everybody can travel at peace.
Siria,
haben sie alle Angst vor Flüchtlingen.
que tienen todos miedo de los refugiados.
They have a lot of refugees right now, and people are suffering in Syria.
Seitdem sie dort sind, gibt es Flüchtlinge.
Y desde que los Estados Unidos están ahí, en Siria hay refugiados.
Since the United States is located right now in Syria, it's a humongous problem because when the United States is in Syria, we have a lot of refugees.
Das ist
So this is Sheikh Esref Efendi. And let me just pronounce it correctly. Sheikh Esref Efendi, who gave his opinion on what is going on with the refugee and asylum situation with people of Yemen and Iran, as the question was really direct and a really strong question. What do you think about that migrants from Yemen and Iran are arriving to the border and they're in a way being discriminated by the American authorities? And he said, the United States needs to resolve that problem first and foremost. And we need to resolve the problem right here in Mexico. So this problem right here in Mexico needs to be resolved first. If the United States is not caring about what is happening in Mexico, that's the reason why I'm here, to try to fix this problem. And then he said, if the United States was right now, look at the situation right now in Syria, because the United States is there. You have a lot of refugees that they're coming into the West Hemisphere. So that is the number one answer from this man, as he is going to be traveling through the whole, not the whole country, but he is going to be traveling through the south border of Tapachula. Also, he will be meeting up with leaders in the whole country so he can talk about the refugee and asylum situation, which he is a huge advocate for migrants. And he clearly goes to the place where there's a problem of origin of, particularly this kind of situation. And after that, he tries to fix it or tries to help. Apparently, he's a really wealthy man that has helped a lot the migrant and, asylum communities, refugee and migrant and asylum communities. And also, he has been involved with the problems that exist between Palestine and Israel. And again, he, just for people to, check them out, there is his name on the live feed. He won the Nelson Mandela Award in 2019. And he won also the award also in the Parliament of Europe in Luxembourg. So this is a huge, I believe, public figure who came to Tapachula and to ultimately, particularly, seeing the crisis that exists. Now, this is for all the leftists, and let me just put a pause right here on this. For all the leftists in the United States of America who consider this, and I'm not, one side on the other one, I'm just being in the middle. Even a sheikh, a sheikh that has won a 2019 Nelson Mandela Award, it is saying that this is a crisis. But you got Jen Psaki and you got all the Biden administration saying that this is a challenge. But you have these kind of individuals that they come over here and particularly they see that this is so, my God, just admit, Biden administration, just admit that you screwed up and that you have a crisis now on your hands. And just fix it. That's it. There's no more to it. It's just really easy to say it. There is a crisis. We need to fix it. It's just unbelievable. This is number. We're going to go on another topic, which is also extremely important, of what is happening in our borders in Tijuana. As this happened yesterday, and sadly it happened over here in Tijuana, where, let me remove this name right here. Remove this name. This happened in Tijuana yesterday. So let me read it. It was this news was given by Saí Betanzo Sarsola, but I am going to read it from Alfredo Alvarez Noticias, which he is a phenomenal journalist right here in Tijuana and a friend of ours. And this is what he reported. This is an actual picture of the unit. This happened around 4, I believe that it says right here. And I will translate the whole thing. This happened around 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And the title of the subject says this. This is an actual vehicle who was trying to cross from Tijuana to the United States in the port of entry of San Isidro. This vehicle was transporting extra officials say that at least 15 migrants from Russia and the Ukraine were in 3 different automobiles to go to the front door and ask for asylum. 15. They have been doing this consistently because this is the way, people, and I will be just clear why people keep coming into the vehicle lanes and running. It's so-called rushing, but it's for them it's not, because for them is the only way that they can obtain asylum through a place that is the vehicle, the automobile lane. If you go to the pedestrian lane, it will take them months. So they don't want that. They want the immediate treatment. As for people that are crossing through non-port of entries where the wall is open and all these places where you have border patrol, immediately it gets attended, but it makes just the whole system clog because you have thousands coming in from irregular port of entries. And ultimately, you will create a system where it gets clogged and you will have to release people for them to come back later on to court. So I will read the news. This is from Alfredo Alvarez Noticias. Kudos. Thank you so much. It says, reports say extra officials say that indicated that at least 15 migrants from Russia and the Ukraine were in the automobiles through the front gate to ask for asylum. That is not the news. Look what happened later. It says that the information that we obtained, there were some vehicles intended to cross in a really comprehensive way through the port of entry in San Isidro port of entry. And, it says that the San Isidro port of entry was interrupted in their activities in the roads due to this particular, incident. They ask us, and this is a CBP officer who gave this statement, they ask us to close the lanes to preserve the initiation of an investigation and also investigation of how many people the United States CBP was going to be coordinated to do an operation to modify the fluency of vehicles after we detain. So this says that the CBP officer, after seeing that that the driver was a fugitive, he stepped out of the car and he started running. One of the CBP officers detonated his gun. And that was the most, aggressive and shocking incident. There were no people that they were injured. He detonated his gun to the sky, and also the reports say that one of the vehicles tried to accelerate, and he, as he was being detained in front of the CBP officers, which that ultimately led for one of the CBP officers to detonate his gun. Apparently, there was no people injured, as 3 of the units of the migrants, they were practically, apparently, okay. So apparently, one of the vehicles, they shot at one of the vehicle. One CBP officer shot at one of the vehicles, and you can see actually the holes on the vehicle. That's what they're saying. And apparently, there were no people injured, as the vehicle was, there's holes of the bullets. As a consequence of this incident, the roads were closed for apparently 1 hour. Wow. Holy cow, man. What news are we getting, man? Holy cow. Thank you so much for people that are buy me a coffee is on the top link. If you guys would like to contribute to our independent reporting and broadcasting, buy me a coffee is on the top link. There's a person that bought here a coffee, and I want to say thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much. People that are buying coffees, thank you so much. God bless you, man. God bless you. So this is unbelievable. If you have, like, if they're saying 15 of them, they were from Russia and Ukraine. And they approach, this is the only way for them to obtain the asylum quickly. As you will see this exact, situation as they are approaching the Eagle Pass, as they are approaching also Del Rio, as they are approaching Yuma. These kind of non-port of entries are the only way for them to obtain the asylum quickly. And as they are in a vehicle, they approach to the front gate. And ultimately, the migrants start running through towards the officers. And as they arrive towards the officers, they lift their hands and they say, "Asylum, asylum, asylum, we're refugee." And ultimately, from there, their process is being taken. But this got out of hand. The number one reason why it got out of hand is because the driver was accelerating towards the CBP officer, where practically and normally you will see the CBP officer possibly he was telling him to stop, and as he was not stopping, the CBP officer detonated his gun into the vehicle. Fortunately, nobody was injured. Wow, man. Holy cow. Whew. Somebody saying, when did this happen? This happened this morning. This morning at around 4 o'clock in the morning. Holy cow. My God, man. What kind of news, man? Today is breaking. All of this is breaking news. It's just sad what is going on. Lastly, I will just hold on right here because we need to bring this into light. Where are we? The migrants arrived to the Ciudad de Mexico. The caravan that I was at since the 23rd of October, I've been out of home. You guys know that I have been traveling consistently since not even the 23rd. I've been traveling since the 21st, I believe. So I left home and then of October. And then I just got recently home. So I'm talking about 23rd of October to 23rd of November. That's 1 month. And then I just came home. Possibly I've been out of home for almost 30 days. And I remember that caravan. We broadcast that caravan the 23rd of October. We gave it a long broadcast. Ali Bradley and myself, we were there. This caravan was led by Irineo Mujica from Pueblos Sin Fronteras and also other organizations. And it was a huge caravan. It was 6,000 souls at one particular point. It was a lot of them from old entities, but not that many from Haiti. But there was people from Haiti. And also, there was other situations which, particularly with non-governmental organizations and all this kind of stuff. But, the only thing that I can tell you is that it was a huge caravan. Led by Irineo Mujica. Irineo handled his way out of the state of Chiapas. And then after that, he had a lot of incidents in Veracruz with the National Guard and the Institute of National Immigration. Also, leaving Chiapas, the state of Chiapas, he had a really strong incident with the National Guard. He surpassed that. And then he went to the part of Veracruz. He accomplished getting the people out of Veracruz. And then he arrived to Mexico. And this is what happened. When he arrived to Mexico, huge conflict, humongous conflict. It was a huge conflict that happened between the migrants and the authority. As he is right now he's in Ciudad de Mexico. Let me just put the video right here for you guys to see. This is what happened. Right here. We're going to press the video as the police officers, were overwhelmed by the huge quantity of migrants, that the caravan apparently is between 2 to 3,000, but they say that a lot of them, they're scattered all over the place. So you're talking about that possibly he is there's between 2 to 3,000. I'm not going to speculate because I don't know, but there's around that number. So this is the actual video of them arriving to Ciudad de Mexico.
No, el gobierno no quiere eso.
You see the military on the right side, and I have been in these kind of confrontations a lot of times.
Pero no son nacionalos, no son mexicanos. Y acuérdate que nosotros también somos discriminados en Estados Unidos.
Entonces tenemos que darles la mano a ellos, justo.
No, amiga.
Te lo paso.
No, es que les dio
As they're pushing the authorities right there to be passed, and they accomplish. And as they're crushing right here, the authorities with their shields are trying to, trying to basically close the access. You see a huge chunk of people. It is not around 4,000. That I believe that is around 1,000, 1,500 people, which it was a caravan that started at 6,000. A lot of people were detained. A lot of people, stopped from traveling. They're saying there's women in there, there's children in there. Don't push them. People outside on the bridge, they're telling that to the police officers. There's children and women there. Don't push them. Huge conflict right here. As they are encapsulating, this is a strategy by a SWAT team, or intentionally also it is a strategy also by the National Guard, that they encapsulate groups. They let a group pass and then they encapsulate, and then they let another group pass and then they encapsulate. It is a way that they do it. So after this incident, we have been traveling with this caravan for, my God, this is the longest that I've been with a caravan. I was this trip. Look at this on the back. Wow. Holy cow. Where's the United Nations in this? Supposed to be right here fixing this kind of stuff. They're the ones that created this globalist compact of immigration. Where's the United Nations? Where's UNICEF? International authorities to defend. Wow, look at this. Huge conflict. There's kids, they're yelling. There's kids, stop. We traveled with this caravan for almost 14 days, I remember. And we stayed on the city of Mapastepec for like 6 to 7 days right there before exiting, because we stayed in Mapastepec for, a quite majority of time right there. And Mapastepec was the center city where we stayed at. And basically, we stayed on that town in Mapastepec for like 13 days. And after we stayed there, we started moving to other cities. Last one that I was at was Pijijiapan, which it was the last particular city, which the weather was extremely hot and it was not even humid. It was just dry. And we saw how the migrants were arriving to a soccer, kind of like not soccer field. It was it was all kinds of activity there. It's just unbelievable. So after they arrived and they let them pass, They went yesterday was the celebration of our Virgen Santísima de Guadalupe, which I am a strong guys know that I'm a strong believer in the Virgen Santísima de Guadalupe, nuestra Virgen, nuestra Reina, Hermosa Virgen Santísima de Guadalupe. It was the celebration towards the Virgin Mary of Guadalupe. 12th of December is always that. So they asked the migrants to go outside of the Basilica. That is where, the famous and, famous painting that it was on an indigenous Juan Diego on his robe that he appeared to him on one day. And this was put on a shrine right there on the church. And they asked practically they went over there to outside of the church to basically give her thanks for them to allow them to enter into Mexico. As you see this image of the migrants arriving to this particular place, and you will see right here the population of migrants. And there's a little video, I think so, that I got. Let me see if I can get the video right here. But there's a huge population coming in. I think it's this one. No, this is another one. This is from the accident. And this is from, yeah, but I'll get the bit. This is the video right here. This is the video of them arriving into the Basilica. As what a travel, man. Holy cow. I cannot believe. And since I remember since the day that they started, oh, my God, man, the will to continue. It's just, if you guys never been there and if you guys never walk with these amounts of people, it's just holy cow. I cannot even imagine walking all the way from Tapachula all the way to Ciudad de Mexico. Oh my God. And with the children. But ultimately there's a level of, of behavior that is not supposed to be, the solution. Violence is never the solution on both sides, not even on the government and not even on the migrant side. But, ultimately you will see this people arriving right here, as a lot of them were arriving to the Basilica of Guadalupe. And it's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. The journey. Holy cow, man. I cannot even, there's no explanation whatsoever for that. The journey is just incredible. How's everybody doing? What a informative live feed. What an informative live feed. Today and late at night, we are going to have also an interview with somebody. I will bring that interview into light for what is going to happen after, the caravan leader, Música, and also other leaders from activist groups. They're going to meet with the Secretary of the Security in Ciudad de Mexico. So that is going to be huge. So people will understand where this is going to lead, because the solution was for them to go to Ciudad de Mexico and from there obtain the visa, the humanitarian visa, and that will lead them into whatever place they want to go. Ultimately, now the projection is to go to the north border, that is Sonora. So they are trying to go. Sonora is the state that connects to Arizona. So that practically is going to be the route that they are going to use to go this 1,000. I don't know how many. I will ask during the day how many, because they're going to do a census today as they are waiting. So they're going to do a census, and I will get the number later on today as how many children, how many women, how many men they are right there waiting. And of course, ultimately the whole amount to see, how many people are right now in this caravan that started on the 23rd of October. Man, we have been broadcasting how many caravans, people. I think I have broadcast since before the 23rd counting. I think that this is like my 8th or 9th one, man. Almost 10 caravans that we have broadcast. It is just so many that they get out at every moment. There's one of 1,000. There's another one of 600. There's another one of this. So it's a phenomenon that the leftists in the United States of America, the Democrats, they don't want to call it a crisis. They want to call it a challenge, like it's a trophy. They just want to say this is a trophy, you know, this is a challenge for us. And when you see people dying, like what happened to the migrants, the 55 that died because of the corruption of the Institute of National Immigration, and also the corruption that exists. When you see people dying of a child, the one that we interviewed in Mapastepec, the woman that lost her child of 1 year and 2 months, when you see people dying of the 2 Cubans that they were gunned down because they were going through an inspection point with a smuggler, when you see people dying that, you know, you hear, and you are in the presence of people that they're dying of basically of dehydration, when you see people hurting, like the child that we broadcast in Mapastepec, that she was 8 years old and she was actually dying right there, but she was rescued. It's just, holy cow, man. And when you see particularly 10,000 people outside of a parking lot at the stadium, and all of them, they are basically gasping for, you know, a ticket to get the hell out of Tapachula, and fighting, and oh my God, all of this that is going on. When do you get the idea that this is a challenge? When? Who is the left to come over here and tell us, the Mexican citizens, who is the left in the United States of America? How do you have the balls to come over here as a leftist in the United States, to come over here and tell us Mexicans that this is not a crisis, that this is a challenge to you? Who in the hell is you? Who in the hell is you? You haven't never walked with these people. You have never seen the huge struggle. You have never heard the stories of the Darien Gap, how many people they have died and passed away, raped, violated, children raped, trafficked, all this kind of stuff. But you keep on saying, and you keep on penetrating on our Mexicans' minds. These leftists, they try to penetrate with their ideology and infiltrate with their ideology in our country, that this is a challenge for them. Holy cow. No, it's not. It is a humanitarian crisis, and it needs to be addressed like that. And where's the damn United Nations, man? Where is it? Outside of the car with the AC on, not doing anything, sitting down, just keeping tabs on how many people, writing it down. UNICEF, holy cow. Seeing children being with their feet cut on the bottom. Children on the thunderstorm with, you know, where are you to save all this kind of stuff, these tragedies, these kind of travesties? Where are you to say, stop, this is abuse? Let me just get you through another place. There is none direction. There is none education from these worldwide organizations that they have a lot of power to direct, to say how it should be done. It's just, sadly, I will read some of your comments before I go. We're going on 60 minutes. There's a comment right here by Star Ali Mistral. Says, also Americans have given their lives to defend our country and way of life. So those lying and directing these souls to go to other nations and exploit them is morally and ethically wrong by all measure. Yes, not only in your country they have died for their country, but also our soldiers in Mexico have died for our country also. I understand what you say, and I agree. I agree with this. Another comment right here. There needs to be order now, man. There needs to be order. There's no order. There's no law. There's no order. We are going on almost 6 years of this. 6 years. Vamos a 6 años de esto y nadie pone orden. 6 years of this and nobody puts order on this. This is a problem. 6 years. The Biden administration is complicit, and the AMLO administration is complicit, and nobody puts order. There's no law, there's no order, there's not a process. And the problem is still it's coexisting because you got the south border open, and if you clock all these people in Tapachula, you will create a chaotic atmosphere, which turns on into be a necessity, a catastrophe, a humanitarian crisis. It turns out to be it looks like it's strategically made. It looks like it's strategically made to be like that. You know, it looks like it was like, okay, we create a crisis, and from there we name it a crisis. It looks like it's created. Holy cow, man. When is it going to be order? When is the Mexican president going to step up to the plate and say, you know what, for God's sake, we got a problem. This is the way we're going to fix it. We got enough problems in Mexico. Got 60 million in poverty, 28 million in critical condition, 68 million without medical care. We got 5 cities on the top 5 for violence and delinquents. We are number 1 for cartel activity, number 2 for trafficking of children, and number 2 for killings of women in Latin America. We got this enormous problem, and more than 93,000 murders. It's going on 96, I think so now, on his administration. The most insecure president in history, AMLO. And you got him and the pedestal on the morning when he steps up to the pedestal in his morning conferences, which is just a remote, it's just the copy paste of Hugo Chavez. The copy paste of Hugo Chavez. It's just exactly the same thing. So you got this on every morning. AMLO steps up to the plate and says, there's no problem at the south border. Everything is controlled and migrants are being handled correctly. You got this corruption that I just shown you, which you got the Institute National of Immigration officers escorting the truck driver that was in this horrific, tragic accident. What is your justification right here? There's no problem at the border. So you got this. Sadly, you will see a truck. You will see the semi-truck right here. This is the unit from the Institute of National Immigration coming in. Look at that. And then you got the truck driver on the left just moving like, oh, here comes the guy that is going to tell us how to go. You got all these catastrophes that are occurring in countries, and you still don't want to call it like it is. Still, you think that we don't have a problem. Still, you think that everything is correctly done. It's just, it's incredible, man. How can you have the balls to be standing at a pedestal every day in the morning and you still lie to the Mexican public and to the Mexican people that there's no problem? Well, we have been showing this. I've been in the middle of 10,000 individuals at a parking lot when they're screaming for water and food. But you were the one that brought this globalist compact of immigration to our country. How in the hell is that turning out for you, AMLO? How is that working out, man? How is that working out? You created a crisis. Now you get the other side of the apple. You got the Biden administration, which they know what they're doing, which they know that they are overwhelmed, they are surpassed, and they don't know what to do now. Which they know what they're doing, but they act like they don't know what to do. So you go on your campaign to be a president, and you play Despacito to all the Latinos. And all the Latinos are like, oh, yeah, he's singing Despacito. Oh, he's the president. He's going to change. Then you go on a debate with Donald Trump and you accuse the president of that time. You tell him you're a liar. There's no trafficking. You got a 55-person accident with 55 people died. 55 people died on this trafficking accident. But you had a president of that particular a candidate, that it was Joe Biden, telling the president that it was Donald Trump, that there's no trafficking and that there's no trafficking of children. When there's no, all the unaccompanied minors that were coming in with their parents. Then later on, when he became president, he had this humongous effect of 21,000 unaccompanied minors that arrived to his border. Where is your explanation there? Oh, no, but you had Alexandria Ocasio crying on a fence wall in El Paso. Dude, the kids are drinking water from the toilet. Oh, my God. You had that. But now that you have this crisis at the border, there's no Ocasio, there's no Ilhan, there's no Rashida, there's no Veronica Escobar, there's no Gavin Newsom, there's no nobody. Before, there was, oh my God, inhumane treatment and separation of families. And separation of families has always been. You guys don't remember the case of the Cuban kid with Clinton? You guys remember that? Or you guys don't remember? You forgot, huh? Do you remember? You remember? You remember? You guys remember the case with the Cuban kid back with the Clintons? Separation of families has started massively with Donald Trump. The hell? Why don't you guys talk about the deportations of veterans in the Obama administration? Nobody's talking about that, huh? All these people that they served the country of the United States of America and that they were promised to be United States citizens or have a legal document, and actually in the Obama administration, they got deported. No. No. As far as, there's the comments right here. These comments have been going on for 4 years. As far as the children, the parents, is their fault. So blame the parents. Arrest them. Prosecute them. Come on, man. Let's get a solution with this. Let's get a solution with this. A solution. This abuse, it is abuse. Child abuse. This profiting of a migrant refugee asylum situation needs to stop. It is the most lucrative business that exists in the world. This is why I have been saying for years, and all these leftist activists, punks, always been saying, oh no, Oscar Blue, my God, you're against migrants. No, déjense babosadas. We know what the real problem is. This globalist compact of immigration, it is a broken system that provides and inhabilitates for traffickers, for, smugglers. And this, oh my God, what happens in the Darien Gap? Nobody's talking about that. The only one that talks about the Darien Gap, go over there, Michael Young and Todd Bensman. And other people also they have talked about, but more emphatically and strategically and logistically, go and watch Todd Bensman and Michael Young and what is going on in the Darien Gap, for God's sake. I have interviewed migrants where they say more than 40 people drown. I saw them drown. 20 people I saw along the way as they were dead, buried. Children with their moms buried. The Darien Gap. There's no crisis for these people. It's just a challenge. Es un reto. No, esto no es una crisis, es un reto. This is not a reto. This is not a challenge. People are not trophies. Address the situation like it is. Fix the situation like it is. Mexican president needs to do something about this now. The situation got out of his hands. And he's the one that provided this to happen. Because if he would have fixed the problem since the start and say, okay, we're going to accept migration. All right. How are we going to do it? How are we going to do it? This is, we're going to have this, we're going to have this, we're going to have this. This will implement jobs and la, la, la. It's going to, okay. This is the amount. Okay. These are the cases. This. Okay. We can direct other migrants to other countries. There's 154 of them. We can direct. Okay. Bye. Let them in. This causes a problem. You're not organized. This problem has exacerbated into these kind of catastrophes and tragedies where 55 of 166 lose their lives. And every border gets affected on this. Every border affects every border. Thank you so much for joining in. An hour and 11 minutes going in 111. An hour and 11 minutes going into this live feed and this broadcast. Thank you so much. Buy me a coffee. It's on the top link if people want to contribute and contribute to our travel fund. We are going to be traveling again soon, but this trip is going to be extremely important. It's not going to be like, well, every trip that we have taken has been extremely important. I will categorize between the last one, I believe that it was, for me, really extremely important, and the one that it was the first caravans that I went with the confrontation between migrants from Haiti and also the National Guard in the part of, I believe it was Huehuetan, a little bit more further than Huehuetan. I believe that those are the two trips that I have been more dramatically impacted on what the situations are. I've been, it's just when you see it, you're like, oh my God, man, you're dramatically impacted. And it changes your perception of a lot of things. You're like, what the hell? I never seen that in my life. And I can't believe that I'm seeing it. And you take that home and you digest it when you're at home. You try to understand. You try to, you mentalize yourself when you're sleeping at night and you're laying down and, holy cow, how can that happen, man? When did we forget? And this is a question that I have been asking. When did we forget to be human? When? Human to ourselves, human to our people, human to, to every single person, human. When did we forget to be human? Is the question. Thank you so much. I will be posting some videos at Twitter and also at Getter. I will be posting some videos at Twitter at Getter. Also, it's cold over here in Tijuana. For me, it's cold. A lot of people on the East Coast call me a pansy. But I will ask right now, what is the weather in Tijuana? Let me just say weather in Tijuana, Mexico. It is 14 grados centígrados, 14 Fahrenheit. No, humidity, precipitation 5%, humidity 64%, wind 6 kilometers, 14 degrees centígrados Fahrenheit. I believe that is 14. The hell, something like that. Cold for me, man. And I've been spending like a whole month, more than a month over there in Tapachula. I got used to Central Time. I'm all over the place, man. I got used to Central Time. I got used to humidity. So I'm thinking that I'm not even wearing a jacket when I get out, because in Tapachula, man, it is January and it's hot. It's September and it's hot. It's December and it's way hot. So it is just hot every day. It's hot every day. So it is just like it. You don't see people over there wearing a jacket. And even when it rains, it's hot, because the rain is just humid and hot. So it's just, I got used to just wearing these kind of like shirts, really. And I get out in sandals and I'm like, acting like I'm a surfer over there in Tapachula. I get here to Tijuana and I'm wearing like sandals. I get out. I'm like, hold on a minute. This is not good. Oh, let me wear some shoes. Where's my jacket? It's just way different. Way different. The change of weather and the change of the perception of I got accustomed to that, and I got a lot of hours, man, that I haven't slept because when you get over there at Tapachula, you got to get up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, get up and running, and then start broadcasting at 6, 7, o'clock in the morning. All this kind of stuff. So you get the sleep of 3 or 4 hours, plus you got the hours behind because you were at the West Coast time. So you got all this kind of stuff going on. It's just it destabilizes you a lot. So you got to get used to it, your body to keep running. So thank you so much for joining in. Buy me a coffee is on the top link. Follow my partner, Real Anthony Awido, as he is. I think he was at Eagle Pass right now, was watching him. And it looks so calm. The video where he was broadcasting, it's a river. You cannot even imagine that through that river, a lot of irregularities happen. You cannot even, it doesn't even go through your mind that a lot of irregularities happen through a river that calm. But follow him as he is going to be live during the week. And it is important that you follow him, Real Anthony. I would also follow my colleague and friend, Chief Investigative Reporter Ben Berquam from Real America's Boys News. Follow also Real America's Boys News at realamericasboysnews.com. You can download that app at realamericasboysnews.com. Roku, you can follow in Roku. That's a lot of platforms, man. I don't even know. And Real America's Boys News, thanks so much to producer Jason, Dr. Gina, Mr. Steve Bannon, the War Room, all people in the War Room, excellent people. Steve Gruber, Miranda Khan, all the beautiful people, man. Mr. Terrence, Jessica Rivera, all beautiful people. Follow all those people in those platforms, man. They're beautiful, man. Beautiful people. And our network is beautiful, man. Beautiful individuals that they do their work as dedicated as they can. Also, Griff Jenkins from Fox News. I never give a shout out and kudos to Mr. Caravan himself, the master, man. Master himself, Mr. Griff Jenkins from Fox News. Man, Mr. Griff. Sorry, I see you, man. I see you the other day in Washington. I see you, Griff. Hey, Griff, if you're hearing me, man, I'm waiting for your surfboards to bring it over here, man, to Tijuana. We planned that out, man. So you better bring your surfboards over here, man. I got you, man. I got you. Think that I don't know? I shown you that we know how to surf. Griff Jenkins, man, from Fox News also. Thank you so much. There's a troll right here. Thanks so much for appearing right here. So thank you. Thank you. There's these trolls that they're always hating. It's nice. Está bueno. Síganle, échenle ganas. Thanks so much to all those people. God bless you all. Stay safe. Follow me at Getter. Follow me at Twitter. Follow me at YouTube. Follow me also at Telegram as Oscar Blue. You can follow also at Facebook as Oscar L. Blue. All of them, Oscar L. Blue. Instagram, Oscar L. Blue Media and Oscar L. Blue Team. We got 2 Oscar L. Blue Instagrams accounts. I don't use them. I will go live right now at Instagram just to have fun for a little bit. So I will take a little, I never go live over there, so I will do a little live feed over there just to give an answer, just to give some questions. Answer questions, and also there's trolls right here. They want for me to answer their questions, which, thank you. Ay, Dios mío santo, siguen nomás enfadando, chingando. God bless you all. Stay safe. It has been a really interesting and informative live feed, an hour and 20 minutes. God bless you all. Let's say goodbye. Stay safe, and like we always say, people, peace and love, because always your country's first. God bless.
van días y varias semanas.
He hasn't given no response, and it's been days, and it's been weeks, and you think, Sarah, this canyon right here?
It's absolutely incredible. I haven't been to Tijuana in a lot of years, and seeing how wide open it is. I mean, I don't know if you could turn the camera around and show everyone just how wide open it is. It's incredible.
Couple of questions. No. Ms. Rashida, what is your opinion on the massive child trafficking that is happening?
Y espero logren su objetivo de la justicia a su país. Luchen por su país. Say the basically fight for your country.
Están bloqueando el acceso. ¡Viva! La Policía Federal o la autoridad nos está deteniendo el acceso y nos está deteniendo el paso para poder cruzar hacia el Zócalo, señores.